I'm going to put Azim, so Azim's father, on the spot as well now. He has played a very important and supportive role in getting Azim to where he is today. And for me, for all the parents that are sitting in here, listening to him is going to be one of the most crucial things you hear today. Not that it's not important to listen to Azim, but his father, I think, Azim, will give you hopefully nuggets of information that will help you support your children into the next level. And for me, clearly, Azim, as he said himself, wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for his father. So first, let me ask everyone just to give a quick round of applause for Azim's father, Azim, and then I'll start to Azim. So as a parent, how hard did you find the journey as a parent of a champion, and what sacrifices did you have to give to get both of your sons, because obviously both of his sons are up there, not just Azim, to where they are today?
Who said I was shy? And who said I'll shout at you? Call constructive criticism when he says he's shouting. But anyway, yeah, so the journey's been tough. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say it was easy. And I think one of the things that's important is in this and any other discipline. I can't just say it's for boxing, but in any other sports, even if it's sports, if it's education, how important parents are in your children's journey. You know, the challenges have been there. You know, there's always challenges. You know, so you guys are all here now. You're at a grassroots level, and you know that's where the talent is built up from grassroots. You know, it's not just the parents that are involved in actually bringing you to these training sessions and taking you across, you know, to the matches. You know, it's the team that's around, and obviously that team develops over time. You know, for us, you know, we've got you know, experts in every area. As Adam said, he's got a breathing coach now. He's got somebody that teaches him how to breathe. You know, but in terms of the journey itself, I mean, I travelled up and down the country initially, and then, you know, when they got selected to box for England and GB, we travelled all around the world, from Argentina, Russia. I mean, I was at one point where both of my sons got selected. Adam got selected to box in Russia, and Hassan, my other son, got selected for the Youth Olympics all at the same time. So they were both going to be travelling. So we were stuck, me and my missus, you know, we were like deciding where should we go? Should we go to Russia or should we go to Argentina? So and you know, we chose Buenos Aires only because that Olympics comes every 4 years. So I mean, in terms of the journey itself, I mean, I've been there all the time. Now, as I said, you know, you everyone here, not just the players itself, but also the parents, the people that are involved in your lives. You are all at very grassroots levels. So you know, in terms of, you know, the nurturing the talent, you know, giving them the discipline, giving them, you know, I have to look at everything. You know, I think you as parents have to look at everything as well. You know, the sleep on time, making sure they're eating the right food. You know, and also religion plays a part in you know, in our lives as well. Because obviously, you know, our religion teaches us to stay disciplined and eat the right foods, sleep right. You know, I don't know what I can say this, but you know, our religion doesn't teach to drink or, you know, drugs or smoking. So that is, you know, the best athletes around the world are coming from, you know, from Islam. I'm not saying, you know, that all the other religions are not the same, but the discipline you'll have, you know, whether it's Islam, whether it's Christianity, or whether it's your, you know, any other religion, you know, that will play a major part in that. So, you know, the journey is not going to stop here. You know, we've got a lot of, you know, as I said again, from as parents, you were involved in terms of bringing your children up. By the time they make it, you have to get involved in their contracts, the TV deals, dealing with, you know, vultures that will be around, you know, eyeing up your son in terms of talent and offering things. So as me as a parent, not only as just a parent, but I'm also a guardian, a protector, to make sure the right people are around him, the right advice is gone to him, and the, you know, the right discipline's there for him. So sorry if I'm talking too much. You said I was shy, wasn't I?
That was probably Adam telling me you were shy. Clearly not. But right, so the one last question I have for you, Azim. is for the parents that are here today. What would you like to say to them if they want to take their kids to the next level?
I want to ask the questions to the parents as well, or the children, or that are boxing, that are players. Now, everyone here will probably work hard. Every one of the players that are here use the word hard. It's not how hard you work in any discipline, whether it's in sports, whether it's in education or whatever you do in life. It's not how hard you work, it's how smart you work. You have to be very smart in terms of what you're doing. Now, Adam's got to a level now, he's 21 years old, he's 22 on Sunday, by the way, so he's had everything, the spotlight on him, he's had, cameras on him, he's had, social media was against him. We have a lot of things that are going against him. Now, when I'm just going to go back to the word smart, just let me say a few things around the psychology. Now, it can affect him, from a psychological perspective, all the pressure that he's under. He's got the TV network which he's signed for. He's got promoters that he has to please. He's had, lawyers and all the other people that are around him. So one of the most important things now is psychology. Now, I know football, a lot of you here want to do football. It's one of the things I want to say, especially, to the parents, don't force your children to do something that's going to affect them later on in life. And this is the same with boxing. Listen, what parent wants their children to get punched in the face? The psychology part comes in afterwards. If you want to do it, let them enjoy the sport. Let them, nurture into something that they want to be, rather than what the parents want to be. I know, I'm not saying the parents in this room have that, but a lot of the time it's normally the parents that are pushing the children to be what they couldn't be, and that will have a psychological effect on the child later on, especially in sports as well. So, going back to the word smart, you have to be very specific in what you're doing. Be measurable, have achievements. Obviously you've got coaches here that are training you. Listen to them, because they'll tell you what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. Be realistic on your targets as well, realistic in your talent. You can't be pushing somebody that hasn't got, it's not always talent. It's about going back to what I said, hard work. Especially in boxing as well, we've got a world champion in our gym, but he's not very talented, but what he had was that he had the hard work mentality to become a world champion. And this is the same thing, I say to anyone else here. And the last thing is, don't rush. Everyone, Adam, started the journey at 5 years old, punching the bag in the garage for a few years before he actually went into a gym. And this is again going back to grassroots levels. You all are still at grassroots levels. Build that talent here. Nurture your talent at this level. Listen to your coaches. Have those aspirations, have your dreams. And if you can achieve this by actually being smart, hard work. Listen, everyone works hard in life, but the most talented ones are the ones that are working smart in life. So that's one thing I wanted to say to the parents here as well.
Well, thank you very much, Azim. Clearly a hit with the crowd, and no doubt some pearls of wisdom there for all the parents about sacrifices, support, and continuous work ethic, both for yourselves as parents, but also for your children. And some of the things mentioned there about discipline, honesty, integrity, having a sense of etiquette, all of those are going to be built within your kids, whether it's through football or through life. And no doubt a large part of how you nurture, direct and make your kids better is down to yourselves. And Azim's done a fantastic job with Adam around that, and I know all of you here are doing an amazing job with your kids at Red Course, so thank you very much for that. The last question, I said it was before the last one, I've got one last one here. We'll take maybe one or two from the floor as well, and then obviously we'll go, and I think the food is being, like I promised, food is coming out. Khalid hasn't eaten it all. So, finally coming back to yourself, Azim. you've done so much for the community. What is it that you, sorry, Adam, sorry, I keep saying Adam Azim. So Adam Azim, finally you've done so much for the community. What is it that you want to say to the young kids about fighting for their dreams and working hard to become a professional?
Fighting for your dream, you know, when you got some days that you want to give up, you know, on your dream. Like you might be in bed one day, be like, is this for me or not? You know, some people go through that. Even for myself, like when I was like 7 or 8 or something, but I've never like gone through that. I've always said, oh, I need to work harder, I need to do this. So, you know, when you want to give up, you don't give up. You know, that's your dream, that's where you want to accomplish stuff. The thing is, you know, every day is a learning day. So even you might have a rough day, or the next day you might have a great day. It's all of the hands of Allah. So it's all a great purpose every day that you keep thinking that I'm gonna get to the top, and keep praying every single day. That's the main thing. So, and helping, you know, listening to your parents as well is the main thing as well for you know, for anything.
Thank you, Adam. Can I have a big round of applause? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up.